if you drop down on one knee and you bought a ring, you put some thought, and
Yeah.
you putting your you actually what's that? I don't know the word. You kind of like taking a chance there because you know you
Making yourself vulnerable.
There you go. Exactly. You put yourself where you could suffer
Yeah.
in silence.
Especially if she say no.
Yeah, that's a gut punch.
And had your boys talk about you.
Boy, knew you got the ring.
Hold up.
Yo, what she said? Welcome to another episode of
Men Suffer in Silence.
It's your boy, Lucky Let 'em Know.
Rawsko squeeze off.
And your boy Rich Blackman.
We got a show for y'all today. We got a topic that we just gonna touch on. And that topic is, if you propose to someone and they say no, are y'all still together?
I'm gonna just say I like to say no, but it depends.
Okay, let's
How
talk about it.
long were we? It's a lot of I didn't even think about this just a second. It's a lot of variables. If we've been together for 10 years and I propose, you say no, I might say, man, screw this. We ain't going nowhere. If I know you 30 days and I'm just my nose wide open and I propose, I might keep trying. You know, I think it all depends on that, but it depends on what kind of. If I buy a big ring, and I'm into it. I done spent, I don't know, 10 grand, 15 grand on this ring. And I'm like, boo gonna be mine.
Right.
And it depends on how she tell me no. If she say, well, maybe not right now, I just want to wait for this, that, the other. If she like, nigga, no. Is you crazy? No.
Then it's over.
It's over. So now I'm wasting my time. That means I'm into you and you not into me.
That thing. Question.
Well, I waste my if you like shit on my feelings. Boy, you crazy. You crazy.
Go ahead, boy.
What's wrong with you? Now if you're just like, oh my goodness, well, you know, I still haven't got divorced yet from my previous divorce, or something like that, something to hold it up. You know, I got my kid, and you know, I got to talk to my kid before I just up and jump into this, or I mean, I wanted to go to my church and talk to my pastor, something like that.
That's valid.
Maybe.
That's not.
But if you just like, nah, I can't do that.
F years. We'll say 2 years.
Okay. And if you just be like, no, I can't do that. I can't see me marrying you. I'm wasting my time then if I'm thinking about marriage. Now, if I don't want marriage, but if I'm obviously going to propose to you, I want marriage.
Okay.
How you feel about it?
What if, let me throw something else out there. What if the woman just don't want to be married? Period.
Wait, hold. Before we get to that,
Huh?
I won't give my answer.
Okay.
Go ahead. Let them know.
So we're not done that day.
Not that day?
Not that day.
Okay.
But you know how on the chessboard, move the piece back?
Right.
That motherfucker getting moved back. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You not no longer in the fort. You was here and now you here. We still cold and we still could be at a certain level. But
So she's a different chess piece? So she's no longer the queen on the chessboard. She might be a knight or a rook or something like that.
we trying to get to a goal here.
Bishop.
We trying to get to
Right.
I need a common goal here.
Right.
So she's moved back. That's my answer on that.
But you would stay in it. Let's just say,
Yeah, just you see where it goes, but she damn sure you ain't gonna get that out of me no more.
you're not going to ask no more.
I'm definitely not gonna
I was
ask.
going to say that. So if you're going to stay in it, that means you just never ask again.
No.
So you'll never get
You don't
married.
want to get turned down?
No. I'm not gonna ask her again. And she's moved to the back.
Oh, so you moved on then. That means she's not your
It sounds like it's over.
She's not the main piece. No,
It's not over. We cool.
She's just treading on thin ice.
she's not your girl. You're not your girl no more. Because I assume, all right, for the sake of this conversation, I'm assuming this person is your main person, your girl. This is your boo. This is who you.
My little yeah.
Either y'all live together or y'all be each other house all the time, type thing.
I've been in the car business for a very long time. And you as well, Rawsko. Let's just say I'm browsing. You know what I'm saying?
That's you.
Pulling up to the
Got
dealership looking around.
You know what I mean? Hey, I like what we got here.
We going to CarMax to car. You can see multiple cars. We're not
Right.
just going to one brand of car no more.
Right. When we used to have customers that would come to the
Get a
dealership.
Honda.
Right. We used to have them come to the dealership, remember? And they would look and they necessarily didn't see what they wanted where we at. We were looking to see, oh, no, they car shopping. I would definitely be car shopping. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And browsing.
So now you're going to test drive other vehicles.
If I see something I like, you know?
Right. So, lucky let them know you didn't answer this question yourself, though.
It's a tough one. One, I would be hurt. I would probably suffer in silence behind it.
Exactly.
So I'm with you as far as asking and keep asking. Now I'm in my third time asking you and you still saying no. I mean, my feelings gonna be hurt the first time, so I'm definitely not gonna look at you the same.
That's what I'm coming from.
I'm definitely not, unless, like you said, there's reasoning
behind it.
But it better be a good one.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because as a man, we don't do this for play. So we have already looked towards the future as far as your life and what you got going on already. Right. I'm ready to own up to that.
If you drop down on one knee and you bought a ring, you put some thought, and you putting your you actually, what's that? I don't know the word. You kind of like taking a chance there because you're
making yourself vulnerable.
There you go. Exactly. You putting yourself where you could suffer.
Yeah.
In silence.
Mm-hmm. Especially if she say no.
Yeah, that's a gut punch.
And hey, your boys talk about you.
The boy knew you got the ring.
Hold up.
Yo, what she say?
No.
Are we doing this in silence? Or did you have people around when you did it? Did you did you live stream it?
Ooh.
Watch this, everybody. Here she comes.
No.
Is she crazy?
Yeah, that's another different. That's a different silence.
Just you and her at home by yourselves is one thing.
Nobody else saw it.
Nobody saw it. And you might come forward. If you live stream it, if you put this on the podcast, this is Men Suffering in Silence. I want y'all to watch this today.
Right.
Listen, I didn't have a fear of that before this year. I didn't have a fear of doing something like that publicly.
Right.
Like that.
But we've seen them. We've seen them.
My man, somebody I know went to a wedding. That was a full-blown wedding
That was me.
that got stopped in the middle of the wedding and called off. So for me, I was thinking to myself how embarrassing that was. Then it went viral. And somebody that had no idea who the other party was said to me, "Hey, did you hear about that wedding? That so-and-so?" I was like, "Yeah, I know so-and-so. How did you know?" "Oh, because it's all over the internet." So yeah, for me, if I ask and you say no,
we doing it.
Yes.
It's going to be downstairs in the living room.
See, you think if you love somebody, you think, obviously, if you ask them, most of the time, don't you think they love you too?
of course.
That's what you think?
That's what you hope.
So it's not like gut punch if they like, no, I don't love you the way you love me to get married. Because you love me obviously enough where you want to marry me. And I'm going to tell you no. I don't care how I tell you. You must break it down to you nicely. Just don't feel like it's the right time. Whatever it is means you don't feel where I feel with it. If I'm asking you and I'm dropping down one knee, I don't care if it's online or in private, for you to tell me no, that means you don't feel like I feel. But, I know that sounds emotional,
but I'm going to say in the defense of a family member that I know.
Okay.
She said from day one, she didn't want to get married.
Okay. So you're trying to convert somebody. You're trying to convert somebody.
No. What I'm saying is,
if she says she doesn't want to get married at all, and you're like, I'm still going to ask anyway, you're trying to convert. That's different.
Right.
I don't knock that situation. You know you probably can't get her.
You signed up for that.
Right. There you go.
Because, as men,
change
we
that.
think we can change that.
Right. I'm so
over time, over years. Right. And they've been together at least 10 plus years. And he's asked 3 times. And she keeps saying, like, I do love you. Right. I do love you. I do want to be with you.
I'm never getting married.
I just don't ever want to get married.
I want my option. So, see, that's what I still would feel some type of ways. I'm thinking that means you want to always have an easy out. Because getting married, you got an out because 50% of marriages end in divorce. But that just means it's an easier out if you're not married. I can always leave when I want.
Right.
You can't ever hold my feet to the fire and say you was committed.
But is that a way? Yeah. So all right. So let's switch it a little bit. So, is that a better way to deal with relationships? Far as men suffering in silence when we're talking divorce, you got to start all over, alimony, child support. You have all these things. What if we never got married? Would that be better for men?
Here's the high. I saw this post, and I might have said this before. It made so much sense. It said a lot of men have commitment issues, but yet That man had the same barber and root for the same team for the last 30 years.
But he got commitment issues.
Right.
Makes
No,
sense. Makes sense.
Yo.
Sounds in my line.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I never even thought of it that way.
Yo, I've been rooting for the same team since the Ravens existed. I've been rooting for 30 years to this year. I've been rooting for them nonstop.
Yeah. That's
You got commitment issues.
I never thought.
And I go to the same barber at all times.
Because I was thinking about that.
Out of town to go to the same
Because
barber.
you know me, I travel 45 minutes to an hour just to go to certain stores and certain stuff because I'm loyal
You're
to
committed
that.
to it.
I'm committed to that. So you're right.
So you can't say you're not. You can't say you got commitment issues.
So that goes back to that one John.
Y'all.
Yeah, it goes back, right? That goes back to that one John that said it's not a loyalty issue between men. Remember?
Right.
Remember?
That is true.
That proves
Men,
exactly.
men are loyal. Men are loyal.
We might do some messed up stuff.
In the midst.
There's loyalty there.
At the end of the day.
And we got a proven track record of loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
I've been for the same Baltimore Ravens for 30 years this year. And it ain't changing. It ain't changing. It ain't going nowhere.
But why do you have commitment issues? Yeah, that's deep there.
Well, hold up. So let's put one quick caveat to this before we cut this off. But we kind of know how we feel about if we propose. Let's just say you proposed
All right.
and they accepted. You gave them a nice ring. Somehow,
What if the ring wasn't so nice? I don't want to put a lot of emphasis on it being nice because we try to do what we can do.
well, nice to you. Nice to you.
Yeah.
Whatever your level is. Because
Yeah, you
to Kobe Bryant, it was 4.8 million. Now, I'm probably not going to buy my wife that kind of thing. I don't think we'll let it wait go that long.
right.
They don't have a 95-year, layaway. But listen, let's just say you gave a ring that was a significant value to you to show your love for the one that you want to be with. And for some reason, they either call it off or y'all breaking up. Do you get the ring back?
I think
Do
you
you
should
ask for the ring back?
I think you shouldn't have to ask for the ring back.
Depends. What if you want to call it off?
Regardless if it doesn't go down, the engagement ring is with the intent to get married. We didn't get married. So why do you deserve to keep the ring?
I feel like if I propose with the ring and I called it off, you can keep the ring.
Well, as men though, we ain't gonna even fuss about that for real. I just want out this relationship.
Right.
You ain't bringing me peace.
It's definitely that. What the hell am I gonna do with the ring at this point? I can't. Hey, babe, I got a new babe. Guess what? Man, you can't do it because you kind of stuck with it, and it's one of those
You
things.
just sell it.
Well, true. Well, true.
That's what I
True.
do.
But I feel like if it's something that I decided to call because it's something I didn't want it, then no. I feel as though I forfeited the ring, not house, but a ring. Now, if she calls it off, I want my shit back.
Well, hold on. So, do you think a lot of men propose and then change their mind? Because that's a different case there.
I don't think a lot of men propose and then change their mind.
Someone
Definitely will have to happen.
But I feel like a lot of men do propose because they feel as though it's time that they owe that person and with that.
No.
I do.
they owe them marriage?
I do. If they've been together for a very long time.
Well, wait.
What constitutes a very
Yeah, what we talking? And why we together so long? And it's the first time I'm proposing to you.
I would say maybe some years, man. You know what I'm
5
saying?
years, 6 years, 10 years?
I think. See, because honestly, oddly enough, I come from a family where they did long dating. So after my grandfather initially married my grandmother. They got divorced. They married at an early age. They got divorced. My grandfather never married after that. My grandfather had a woman that he dated for 40 years. They got married, but they got married a year before he passed. And I always felt like, damn, they lived life like they were a married couple. They just never got married. And I saw that same thing with my uncle. My uncle, to this day, he was married before, got married young, got divorced. He's been with the same woman, not married, for the last 35 years. My father was the same way. Got married, got divorced. He was with his life partner before he passed away. They were together for 20 years.
That sounds like men suffering in silence, and
They don't want to suffer anymore.
they don't want to suffer no more.
Me, my first marriage, I felt like I owed it to her. So I jumped right in. It was about 6 months ago.
Owed it to her?
Owed it?
Oh, I felt like, not owed it to her. I felt like that it made a lot of sense to do it. It made sense to me.
To you?
Yeah, it made sense.
In 6 months?
In 6 months, it
Of
made
meeting
sense.
her?
Yeah, I felt as though we were both on the same path. We had the same ideas. We had the same destination.
It needed marriage to make it.
I wanted to do opposite of what I was seeing being done.
Gotcha.
I didn't, and so that's when I say I think in a sense that I felt so I owed it to her. Not necessarily that I owed it to her, but the fact that I owed it to whoever I decided I wanted to be with.
Not to do the long term boyfriend girlfriend thing.
That because I saw my father do it, I saw my grandfather do it, I saw my uncle do it. These were three of the most important men in my life.
Right.
I just didn't want to do that. But we got a divorce though.
Right.
Because you ain't know her in 6 months.
After 11 years. Did my part.
You tried. You tried.
I want my ring back. If I'm the one calling for it off, because if I'm calling for it off, it's because I saw something in you that made it happen, whether it was cheating or something, and I'm like, hold up, you're not honoring this going to be union, not even a union, the union to be.
Right.
So let's take this back now. And usually the reason I say I want my ring back, because I must lose something on my ring. I think that's something significant to show. And I know ring is just it's like, I guess it's kind of pagan to some degree. People used to jump over a broom. Ladies used to jump over a broom because they couldn't get a ring. They jumped over a broom, and that meant the union. But we in this society, if I come at you with a little bubblegum ring, and you're going to probably look at it like, what is this wooden thing you just gave me? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I will come with you with something nice. But at that time, I'm thinking that we want to have a big union. Oh, it's never happened to me. So I'm thinking this through, real time. And it's like, I think I would want it back. I think that may sound kind of petty, but I think I may want it back if we're not going to be married, because the whole thing is, I'm giving you this because we're going to be together. And if we're not going to be together, I wouldn't give you this.
Right. I wouldn't be giving it.
I'm not giving it to you because you're a female and I know you. I'm giving it to you because I plan on you being the significant other in my life. And if you're not going to be a significant other in my life, I'd probably like to take it. And I don't care what I'm going to do with it. I don't care if I'm going to sell it. I don't care if I'm going to sell it.
Right.
I don't care if I buy a mannequin hand. There you go. There you go. I think that's time what it boils down to.
You ain't going to have it. Yeah.
I gave you this because I wanted you to have my last name.
Right.
And if you're not going to go that route, then why am I doing this?
I'm told then why should you
Exactly.
keep the ring?
I should have got it engraved with my last name in there.
Well, she'll still wear it though.
Yeah, that's true because nobody see that anyway.
I'm going to say that anyway.
100%.
Yeah, so that's brothers, that's real.
Let us know your thoughts. What do you think? If you propose to somebody and for any reason, whether it's their fault, your fault, whatever, do you want the ring back?
Yeah.
And that's why I put in there, you spent a little bit of money on just something significant to you. If $200 is significant to you, then yeah, do you want that back? If $2,000 or $20,000, whatever's significant to you, or Kobe Bryant, $4.8 million. You know what I'm saying? If it's significant to you, do you want that back?
So, I'm not gonna let him know. So, I always play to both sides and, just we'll try to dig deep and finding a real source of what's really good, right?
Right.
So as we talking, I'm thinking like moving forward and what I have been through and what we all now know, far as 50-50 on the divorce rates and,
Right.
70-80% is filed by women.
Right.
I don't know if I ever would spend a whole lot of money on a ring just because it's not guaranteed, because the women ain't proven that they're going to be loyal to me until I die.
You're right, but I'm going to tell you something I like, and it might just be me. I like when a girl is happy as hell, first of all, when you propose to them, and they just excitement and shock. That's what happened to me. Excitement and shock. And then, I didn't spend for so much. I spent a little bit. Not the kind of money that I know my man Rich was spending. But I love the fact that she could go to her friends. It's like, oh, look, I'm engaged. Like the excitement. I saw the excitement in her face. and that made me feel good for some reason. It gave me a warm and fuzzy instant.
Warm and fuzzy. So was it just the fact? Man?
But I think it's worse if they're like, I'm getting married, and everybody like, what the heck is that on your finger? Yeah. Did he get out a Cracker Jack box? You know, I don't want to be that.
I actually said that to somebody. I was like, so he's going to marry you, and that's the ring game?
I'm going to use Lucky Let Him Know line. That is trash. That right there is trash.
Hey,
I want to be that. I'll put her a ring to show her my love, and I want to make you mine.
It should be decent, but I'm not going over the top, man, because I just feel like we always lose in the end anyway. You know what I mean?
In the silence financially.
But at divorce, yeah, when you got to go to that table and you got to start your life over, but she want to take half of the stuff, if not most of it, because most men would just walk away from the house. Like, I ain't going through all that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't going. Look how much that man has lost. So my question would be, why is she so deserving to keep everything? And now I'm 50 years old and I gotta start over. Like I gotta.
American traditions, man. If we were in a different culture, and maybe an Asian culture, their parents may have given you. You may have to get the parents 15 cows for that woman's hand in marriage.
Right.
Literally.
Right.
You know, our culture calls for that. I think our Americanized pagan society culture says we do that. He went to Jared.
Yeah, I say something decent. I mean, nowadays you can get something decent that looks like it's expensive. You know, but
He was a Conian.
But no, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that.
Home shopping network. Like, okay, let me get this one right here.
I'm saying, you know,
$38. Now we talking. You better not shower.
I don't expect that marriage to last long.
no, because I don't think because I bought my wife a nice ring. Now, again, what's the levels of nice? What I'm saying, if we saying 20,000, 10,000, I mean, if we had, if we had between maybe
500,
4 to 6,000, I think that's a pretty decent ring.
It all depends on your level in life. Like I'm with you with that price range. But some people, if y'all was in the $500,000 bracket, both y'all make $500,000, you can't buy that because it's gonna be like, what the heck is this?
Well, yeah.
It all depends on your. Now, if y'all both make $40,000 a year, that's to me way too much. Like, hold up, that's 1/10 of my whole salary.
Right.
That's too much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It all depends on your income bracket.
So I don't even want to
Talk about what you spent
add in on this because these brothers are very adamant on. In my time of being married, all of my years of being married, I did rings and I did upgrades. And I will say this, I am divorced, so it was a waste of money in a sense. So
They still got the rings?
I agree with
They still got the rings?
Yes.
I agree with on that.
What's the
You know what I'm saying?
What's the bracket when you put you still got the hold up, they still got the rings?
I will say over the years in my marriages, I have probably spent about 40,000, 50,000 in
Rings. I upgraded my wife ring. You know, we do those things.
Like altogether though,
That we
50,000.
So y'all
I will say
How long have you been married?
when he wasn't.
I think I upgraded my ex-wife ring at the 5-year mark,
Yeah.
the 10-year mark.
yeah, 5 years.
One of them. And, you know.
I'm not big into symbols. I just been honest. He knows this. Hold up. I'm not big into symbols. I use just enough where it shows, and then everything else we're doing like is gonna show you love. You know, we'll have a nice house over our head, nice roof over our head, things of that nature. We'll drive nifty vehicles.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
And we both will. Even if I gotta help you with that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be in that bag of spend 40 grand on a ring and now we're getting divorced
Oh,
and that is just yours. Because to me, that needs to be something in the divorce decree of how we going to.
how we gonna split this ring up? So let me ask you this. Did your grandma's wedding ring have a diamond on it?
Probably not. You know something?
My grandmother did. My grandmother had a dope ring.
I got island fan. I'm from originally Trinidad, so no, they don't do that. They don't spend a bunch of money on that stuff.
Yeah.
That's so
It's
much money.
Waste of money at the end of the day.
Yeah, they don't do that. They don't, and she doesn't look for that.
Yeah.
Because my man provide, take care of my family and all that. That's what she cared about. Not does I have this thing I can show someone else that this he loves me
This much.
My grandmother had a dope ring. I think that's kind of where I got the idea. Watch it, because my mother was married for a short period of time, but my grandmother's where I saw all of that from. You know, when my grandfather was married to her. But yeah, she had a dope ring, and my grandmother was one of those ones that was very adamant on telling women to make sure that your man showed you he loves you.
Hey, look, man.
The men suffering in silence. If you buy a ring that's too much and it don't work, you will suffer in silence. Listen, and then let's do a quick recap. Real quick recap, because we're about to end this, y'all. We talked about if you propose,
Yes.
if you propose, she says no, men suffering in silence.
Right.
If she accepts, and then somehow y'all decide to part ways, if she doesn't give that ring back, men suffering in silence.
Right.
If you buy a nice expensive ring, you end up getting a divorce, and she didn't give that ring back, men suffering in silence.
Correct.
That's why we do this show, because men suffer in silence so many ways. And tell us, so those are the 3 scenarios we talked about. Please comment. Tell us your scenario. Send a little video in. Comment. We'll read on the air. We'll come back, follow up.
Hey, y'all. These my guys, man.
Rawsko squeeze up.
Richie B.
And your boy Lucky let them know, man.
And
Yeah.
this is
Men suffer in silence. Peace. Till the next time.